Right, let's talk about, because can we talk about Celebrity Big Brother?
Yes, I know you're a fan, aren't you? So it was a double eviction last night, and there's been lots of heat around Louis Walsh, former X Factor host.
I do know Louis. I actually know Louis.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, well this is interesting. I'm interested to get your take, because he's coming off quite badly because he's gossiping about everyone in the industry. I mean, I'm loving it, of course, but he's really kind of laying into like Take That, Jedward, Ronan Keating, and he's really ruffling a lot of feathers. So what is he just a bit of a gossip, Renee? Tell us.
I think, some men are gossips, aren't they?
Why are you looking at me? I'm not a gossip. I'm the soul of discretion.
I think as well he's a bit older now. I don't
think he cares.
So that's it. He doesn't really care about impressing anyone. He's made his money. He's made his fortune. He's not he's basically retired. He's doing this gig for a bit of extra cash.
I also think as well he's stirring. He knows exactly what he's doing. Like when there is like an eviction or someone's sad. Like, right? Can I just say, right?
Please do.
When I watch these shows, I honestly makes me really worry about a Russian invasion.
What?
No, it does.
Bear in mind, I don't watch these shows.
Okay, well, you've got celebs like Nikita from Strictly Come Dancing.
I don't even know that.
Absolutely lovely, and not camp in the slightest. And so you've got him. You've got sort of others in there as well. And literally they say, right, it's time for evictions. And then all the men start blubbing. They all start crying. They're like, I'm a celebrity. People start howling and crying. When they literally just say, oh, right, OK, there's going to be a vote tomorrow. When Sharon Osbourne was leaving, it was as if she was being sent to the gallows. Like, they all stood around and read out tributes to her. She was only going home.
I said I don't watch this.
Yes.
Nothing you have just said remotely makes me want to watch it.
Yes,
don't you want to support your friend Louis?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to watch it. Think it's rubbish.
But I think it makes me think that we have just lost our stoicism. That the people are howling in tears at everything that happens.
Right, but imagine that I have got to add. Think about it. When you're in a house and all you're doing is kind of just within those sort of four walls, everything is intensified.
Well, I just think they're all just a load of absolutely.
Well, they obviously want to win the public vote as well.
They're pampered. They are ridiculous. Fern Britton, I love Fern Britton. I think she's absolutely great. And actually, I think she's coming across very well. But she says, oh, someone was really nice. They made me a piece of toast today. She starts crying that someone made her a cup of tea.
Well, we are in the hashtag Be Kind era, aren't we? So it is very big.
I'm not feeling very kind. I just think, get over yourselves.
Well, just to update your listeners, so the two people who were evicted last night were Levi Roots, who's actually a really amazing businessman who was on Dragon's Den. I've actually met him a few times.
This was the jerk sauce guy.
The reggae sauce chap.
He's got 8 children by 7 women, though. I will say that.
Not judgy at all.
I do judge that. So I do judge that a bit.
Because he's got 8 children, or because it's by 7 women?
Firstly,
both,
just to clarify,
both.
What's wrong with having 8 children?
Because I think that he wasn't always in a position to support them.
Because you do know how many children me and my other half between us, don't you?
How many?
7.
Well, firstly, that's not just that, but secondly, you support them, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, he was in prison, in and out of prison.
Oh my goodness!
Fair enough.
But,
I get.
And by 7 different women. Well, so now I think great. You've made it, but he never knew when he was having 8 children he was going to make it. So I'm afraid that does make me a bit judgy.
The point is, he's turned his life around. He's become an entrepreneur. He's had several restaurants, and he's obviously got his paycheck and he's out. So I'm quite happy that he's earned his money, because I think he's actually quite a hard-working chap.
I did actually think he came across very, very well and a nice guy.
Then Ekin-Su from Love Island came across terribly as a real diva.
Are these real names?
Yes, she's Turkish.
She's dreadful.
Well, she was getting death threats. Her family had to put a comment out saying, people are being so mean to her. But she's now out, and I'm hoping to chat to her later today. So that should be in the Sun on Sunday tomorrow.
Did you see the Leighton Live interview?
How did you think she came across?
Well, absolutely terrible, because she was complaining. So she'd just been evicted from the house. She came across terribly in the house. She was really playing the game. She was throwing on fake tears now and then, and everyone saw through it.
She's an actress as well.
Oh, well, of sorts. And she then went on to the show afterwards, right, without having seen anything, the interview show, and said, oh, I've been edited really badly. And the hosts said,
how do you know?
How do you know? You've not seen any of it. She said, I just know that they've used the bits that are really bad. They've been completely badly edited, and I really am annoyed about it. And in fairness to the host, AJ, who I love, she was like, you can't possibly say that you've not seen one thing, and everything that was put out. AJ was really on her. So everything that you've put out, you've said.
Yes.
You can't say it and say, and she stuck to her guns. It's a really bad edit.
So I think when we speak later today, she's going to probably lay into ITV, isn't she?
Yeah.
Or she's going to have to get media trained, because that's what her agent will be like, don't do that.
And I love the fact, this is how dumb she is. Like when she had, I'm sorry, these people are dumb. When, more than just her, when she had been nominated, she burst into tears and she said, I'm going to fight back about this. Because all my life I've been judged, so I've decided to come into the Big Brother house, she said, because I just thought it would be different this time. It's like, you've come onto a TV show where they literally judge you as to whether they're going to evict you, and you're saying you don't want to be judged. But are you dumb?
Okay, but you're calling her dumb, fair enough, I don't know, I haven't watched it, I can't comment, but, you know, how dumb are people that they get so involved in this rubbish reality show that they send people death threats?
That is pretty ridiculous.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous and awful.
Yeah, both. I think it's absolutely horrific.
People need to get out more and get a hobby.
That is the age of social media. I was going to ask you two. You're in the public eye. Have you ever received any sort of death threats or anything on social media?
I don't know, but the show is young. I mean, you know, Cristo basically talking rubbish. Please get this patronising Remain of Cristo off it. It's probably the next step.
Okay. Well, hang on in there. Hopefully, don't take it too personally.
I tell you what I once got. Well, I'll tell you two things I've ever got, like really quickly. One was someone once wrote me an email telling me what a banker I was, shall we say, and so it rhymes with that. And what was funny about it was that it outlined it. It was really long, but it was so beautifully formatted and spelled perfectly that they clearly went back and reread it. So
it's a bit like
at least they made the effort to write you an email rather than just a lazy tweet.
Well, you said I get every week, Cristo saw one today, a card that is handwritten. It's solid with words. They get newspaper cuttings and stick them in and everything. And I'm a greedy TV doctor, which is really funny because I'd earn so much more money if I was working in GP right now. But they spell my name wrong every week.
I love that. That's the thing that annoys you.
Can
the
you
most.
just check my name out, please? Whoever you are, just check my name out.
The other thing is, I once did a show about this wasn't here; it was on a different station. I did a show about how annoying junk mail was, and someone found my home address and just sent me junk mail every week. They sent me boxes of junk mail every week.